on, guys? It's me, David Nickar Films here, and welcome back to another episode of the LA Rams franchise. In this video, we are going to be doing the Year 2 bye week, and so that pretty much just means we're going to be taking a look at stats, schedule, all that good stuff, and here to start off is the standings. You can see the Cincinnati Bengals are in first place, tied with the Detroit Lions, who are 7-0, both of them, and the Seahawks are 7-1, our division rival, and so are the Dolphins. So in the AFC, it's the Bengals, Dolphins, Browns. Look at that, 6-1 Browns getting up there. 6-1 Chargers. Patriots are 3-3. It seems like the entire AFC is just flipped upside down. In the NFC, the Lions are on top along with the Seahawks. We are up there as well, just one game back of the Seahawks. The Cowboys, the Giants, the Falcons, and the 49ers are all NFC favorites. Now to go here by division. Yeah, as you can see, we're still just one game back of the Seahawks. Not a big deal, although we did lose to them. As you can see here, the Bengals and Browns have a pretty much commanding lead there in the AFC North. The South belongs to the Tennessee Titans, who don't have much competition. Same with the Dolphins, not much competition there. It's sort of sad to say because the Patriots are there, but that's just how it is for some reason. Tom Brady still hasn't retired, so I don't know why they're doing so bad. Chargers are good, and now in the NFC, Lions, Falcons, you can see right there. The NFC East looks to be pretty good. Yeah, every single team there looks pretty good. I mean, the Eagles aren't terrible. They're 3-4. They can definitely rebound from that. So the NFC East is stacked. The Seahawks, the Rams, even the Niners, I guess, are good. So our division is looking pretty good, except for the Arizona Cardinals, who are 1-7, the exact opposite of the Seahawks. But yeah, we're just a game back behind the Seahawks. Hopefully we can pass them by the end of the season. Hopefully we can win the second matchup. Let's take a look at some season stats here so far. Aaron Rodgers leads in passing yards, no surprise there. But Ryan Tannehill is tied with Tom Brady for passing touchdowns. That's very surprising. I'm not sure how that's going. I guess that explains why the Dolphins are doing so good. Devontae Freeman is leading there in rushing yards. Todd Gurley is second. And Devontae Freeman is also leading in touchdowns. So the Falcons getting it done there with Devontae Freeman. Receptions is going to go to Eli Rogers of the Kansas City Chiefs. That is surprising. And total yards is going to go to Devontae Adams, who has 2 more yards than DeAndre Hopkins. Both of them each have 1 touchdown. And that's actually very low for Devontae Adams, because normally he's Aaron Rodgers' big-time red zone threat. Speaking of red zone threats, Julio Jones with 9 touchdowns. That's pretty good for him. Eric Flowers is once again the worst offensive lineman in the NFL. Now, on the defensive side of the football, Zach Brown of the Redskins leads with 74 tackles. Right behind him is Paul Pluznovsky of the Jaguars, and then right behind him is Ryan Shazier. So the 1, 2, and 3 right there, all separated by 1 tackle. Now for sacks, Myles Garrett of the Browns getting it done right there, along with Joey Bosa. 2 great young pass rushers. Just they're not just pass rushers; they're everything. Mike Daniels leads in tackles for a loss. And interceptions will go to the right outside linebacker from the Seahawks, KJ Wright, Desmond Trufant, Joe Hayden, Marcus Peters, all up there as well. Kicking will go to Roberto Aguayo, the man who was drafted in the 2nd round and missed his first NFL kick in his entire career. That is pretty terrible. Punting right here is going to go to Bradley Pinion. I don't know if this is that's actually a bad stat. He punted the most times. That's not good at all. Kick return is going to go to Raymond Weister. Don't even know who that is. A lot of these drafted players here. Kimani Newton with 21 returns there. And now on the team stats. Not very anticlimactic to end that off, but as you can see, the Titans have the best offense, the Bears have the worst offense, and we are right there. We are the 3rd worst offense in the entire league. We are dead last in passing yards, which is surprising because I thought Kerry Davidson's having a very good season. And you can see we are right up there in rush yards. Falcons 1st, Bills 2nd, and we are 3rd. So our rush game is getting it done, just not our pass game. But I don't think that's a problem. I feel like we control the ball more, and Kerry Davidson is able to methodically pick his way down the field. He's not going to hit 90-yard bombs all the time. And it feels like we're losing the time of possession matchup as well. Cardinals with the worst defense in the league, but we do have the best, and we're the 3rd best passing defense. Ravens 1st and Vikings 2nd. And we are the best rush yards allowed defense in the league. The Browns right behind us. Sacks, we are a little bit down from last year. 19 is still great, but I'd like to see that come up. And then interceptions, we are tied for 1st with the Seattle Seahawks. So we are getting it done in the turnover department in terms of interceptions. So that is very good right there. Conversions will go to the Cleveland Browns on 3rd down. They have a 64 completion percentage. That is fantastic. And we have a 54 completion percentage. The only team in the league with a 54 completion percentage, which could definitely get a little bit better. more our offense, gets into the swing of things. It's still just midpoint of the season. Well, hopefully we can bring that number up. We're the most disciplined team in the league, and our turnover differential, let's take a look here. We are a +5. Yes, right? Is that right? Yeah, a +5. I thought it said 11 and 3. That's weird. Anyway, let's take a look at some awards here, weekly awards. You can see Nickel Roby-Coleman. Saw his name pop up. Look for the NFC players. We are in the NFC, and I think that's it. So, yeah, those pick sixes, he got like 3 pick sixes in like 2 weeks. That was fantastic from Nickel Roby-Coleman. And now let's take a look at the remaining schedule. So we did lose to the Broncos. That was not great. And we also did lose to the Seahawks, 2 pretty good defensive teams, or formerly good defensive. I guess they're both so good defensively. And then we got a nice set of wins there right in the middle. What is that? 5 wins right in the middle. That is just a good streak. Then we rebound from the loss of the Seahawks, go into Tampa Bay, and just punch them in the face. Then we have to go up against the Detroit Lions, who are very, very good. The Chiefs are decent. The Niners are also decent. Redskins, Raiders, at Seahawks versus 49ers, and at Cardinals. So a lot of away games right there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away games. And now let's get into players that are returning from injury. So Tavon Austin is finally back in the lineup. We're going to put him at the #1 position over Robert Woods just to see what he can do. I know he's shorter and a lot faster, would work better out of the slot, but I like him on the perimeter just because I like him being one-on-one with the guy and just beating him deep down the field over the top. Trey Walker, our rookie left guard, is also back, and let's take a look at re-signing some players here. Not too many players that are big names. The only guy there that is a pretty big name is LaMarcus Joyner, who has just not been that big of a playmaker like he was last year. He's done some very nice things, but just not the kind of money he's asking for. I would not be willing to pay that. Connor Barwin, though, has been fantastic. I'd like to bring him back for yet another 1-year deal. And that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. In the next episode, we'll be playing the Lions. Cover your Go to school day. Carve them up. Peace.